Hello, world of YouTube. I'm back with another video. Sorry, it's been a while. I guess still trying to find motivation to this new schedule, and I'm still trying to make sure I'm doing enough schoolwork, balancing that with life. Speaking of schoolwork, I'm gonna reminiscing about high school a lot more than usual. I guess because closing the end of my college courses, so I guess that means I'll be out of school. So anyway, I guess you can call this the school stories video. The Academy anecdotes. The only thing I can really think about from high school is just all the weird quote unquote fights that I not really but kind of been in. Just let me explain. We're in middle class, about to leave, and then just suddenly one student just pushes the other student down, just start calling them names, going at each other. I just know what happened because it happened right on near my chair. Like I didn't do anything. I was just stuck there, honestly. And I didn't touch me. It was just right there, kind of just the person who was on the floor and used my chair to get up from the floor, and it was just a whole thing. That's all. There was never a fight. That kind of happened like right in front of me. I don't know. It was one in the middle of lunch. 1 minute, some two dudes were just talking, and the next minute. It was insane. Apparently, they saw it on camera. My face on camera. I had a smile on my face. It wasn't like a "oh my god, violence is happening" type of smile. It was like a nervous smile. Like I can't believe that just happened smile. I really can't believe it just happened. Just one minute it was calm, next minute. I guess I do want to explain one more fight-ish. In high school, I was in the high school band. Actually, I was pretty good at basically meant to go to all the football games and perform at the halftime, which I guess was good because like if I wasn't in the band, I probably would have not gone to any school event at the school. I would have been such a loner. Anyway, the first day, the first like show, we didn't get to do the show because it rained, but football was still going on because of America and all that. Anyway, I guess I was usually told our team doesn't do usually the best when it comes to playing football, but they're doing pretty well. They were scoring, doing pretty well. I guess that annoyed the other team that they're losing. I don't want to say that about them. They just you win, sometimes you lose. I guess our team was winning. I guess they got upset. They started rushing into each other. For a minute, I thought they were all celebrating, like, "Oh, we won," or "we forfeit because we're not gonna make up these points on time," or blah 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 blah. But no, it was just a big old football fight between the football teams. It was wild. It was crazy. I'll never forget that. And I'm trying to think of other things to talk about for school. I can't really remember much. I did well enough, stuff like that. That's all I can really say. Honestly, I think the reason I can't really think of much high school stuff is because, fortunately, I was, I guess, like COVID student. In 2020, we went on spring break, and after spring break, they just delayed school by a week, then another week, and they said, "Oh yeah, there's a virus out there." Or I guess we knew there was a virus out there, so yeah, all school's online. Just pick up your stuff and do school on Zoom. I still don't know why they chose Zoom, but it was Zoom. It's probably because it was free. But yeah, the rest of my sophomore year and to the next year was all online, and it was kind of yeah. But I guess I can talk about some of the teachers in each of the school subjects. Starting with math, that was never my strongest. Well, the teachers were kind of fun, so like that's all I can really say. But yeah, anyway, math, not strongest, but I had a class that basically, I guess, a lab class to help any student who needed it with math and stuff. And teacher also helped me with anything related to, well, my disease and going to school and all that. So it was pretty fun. Science, also it's science. We actually did, I think we did the egg drop. Actually, no, my teacher, for physics, we had to do, we had to make a parachute. Instead of doing it on eggs, he brought random G.I. Joe action figures, that two of which I really recognized because I had him as a kid. That was just weird. It was just weird coincidence seeing that. So and I guess chemistry was interesting because the teacher had some beef with my sister. I don't know. I think she just didn't like him because I don't know the teacher gave her the I don't know, it's the class that everyone hates. It's funny because apparently my sister and her friend put a rat picture somewhere on his door. I didn't get to see it because I was again the COVID year. But yeah, the teacher was always going to be the teacher that my sister had beef with. Going as it went on, English and literature stuff became actually kind of quite fun to talk about. I the teacher had during the online stuff, like the full online year. I don't know. He was a chill. He was just chill dude, and the teacher I had my last year and the year before that was intense, but not too bad. I can't really think of any certain stories to tell besides in that class. We had to do presentations basically on I don't know on anything, and someone did a presentation on I guess to persuade an argument. I thought mine was bad. Mine was like why we should always still eat meat and stuff like that. I just felt kind of. But no, someone else's kid did a real life Thanos, turned to real life Thanos and decided why we should kill off half of humanity. Yep. I think they're doing well, that student. I don't know. I hope so. And I guess the other English teacher, we were talking about The Great Gatsby book, reading it, and then we watched the movie, and in that movie, I guess the main guy, I forgot his name, was played by Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, so like, he showed up like, I guess, those were like gasping. The teacher's like, yeah, it's Spider-Man, it's blah, 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 something, blah, 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 blah. We have history. My favorite class, always been history. Because still not much I can talk about besides, for the high school one, I do have memory of him, talking about World War II, so he showed a clip because we're talking about World War II, the Michael Bay. We did mention, short movie about an attack that lasted 8 minutes. Only the world of Michael Bay. And this isn't related to high school, but I remember my history teacher from 8th grade. Just two things that are kind of interesting. Well, one, he also showed movie clips from everything from those ancient civilizations. So, is there anything from Gladiator, 300, and probably another movie I probably can't remember. I just remember that classroom because, well, I guess he was big on doing art stuff because on the front of the classroom, above the whiteboard, were all like the names and little symbols of the main pantheon of gods from Greek mythology, just all up there, names, symbols, all painted on the wall. But that's not all. On the back of the wall was a giant timeline map of Europe for the Black Death, with a giant Grim Reaper sweeping its life all across Europe. It was a pretty good paint illustration type thing. So yeah, those are some interesting school stuff I remembered that I could share right now, make a video. And yeah, I guess there's one more stuff in the way of Spanish and stuff like that, but I can't really think of anything interesting to say, so I'm not. Anyway, that's it for this video. So, class dismissed.